My name's Emily and this is Bradbury, and today we're going to talk to you about how to use the Kindle app. The Kindle app is a great resource because you can get access to so many books at a cheaper cost through your devices that you already have. You can get it on your phone, you can get it on your iPad, and you could also get it on your computer. And the great thing about it is that you can share your books through the cloud onto these devices. So our first step here is to go to the Kindle app, and we're going to open it up here. And right when you open up, you can see my whole book collection right here. So if I want to get new books, I'm going to click on the Shop in Kindle Store, and that's going to take me to Amazon's website. Now you're going to want to log into your account. Mine's already logged in. And if you don't have one, it's really easy to make. You're just going to click on Make Account up here and put in your information. Now, I could do a couple of things here. If I already know the book I want, like for example, if you needed a book for school, you need a textbook, you can type it in up here. Or if you're just browsing for a new book to read, you have a couple of different options. You could check out what popular books are bestsellers. You could look at the New York Times bestsellers, editors' picks. You could also search by genre right here if you just want to browse. You can search by author, by series. Now I'm going to use the search bar at the top to type in a book. I'm going to choose the first one. Alright, and on the Kindle I can buy the complete works of William Shakespeare for $1. So I'm going to go ahead and get that. When you go on a book's page, if you scroll down, you can see a summary of the book or what's inside the book, books that are related to it, more details. You also have this customer review. This is really helpful when you're not sure about a book, you're not sure if you want to read it. You can read the reviews and that'll tell you a little more about what other people thought. So I'm going to go scroll back up. I'm going to buy now with one click, but before I do that, I'm going to tell it where I want it to deliver to. So I want it on my Kindle for Mac. If you have several different devices, you'll have a lot of options, right? So just choose the one that works best for you. I'm going to buy now with one click. Awesome. So I just bought this book. So I'm going to go to the Kindle for Mac, and it pulls it up right here. Okay, so this is pulled up. You can see what I just bought is right here. So I'm going to click on it, and it opens up. It's that easy. And you have a table of contents right here. And once you click on say I want to read Much Ado About Nothing, it'll take me to the Much Ado About Nothing page, and then I could click on what section I want. Now books will be different, but usually the table of contents in the beginning will have these nice little clickable links, and you could go right to the section you want. Alright, what we're going to do now is talk about some of the special features within the Kindle app. So we've opened up our complete works of William Shakespeare. The first thing you'll notice is on the left side, there's a menu bar. You could go to the cover, table of contents, the beginning, or you could type in a specific location. Now these locations are like page numbers in a book. So for example, and you see your location here. So if you are reading and you jot down your location just in case you don't want to bookmark it or you're scared you're going to forget. For example, this location is 126. So if we go to location and we type in 126, it's going to take us right there. So that's why you would use the location. The most useful one will probably be table of contents, because once you open up the table of contents, you have the list of chapters, or in this case, the different works of William Shakespeare. And you can browse through them. For example, I'm going to go to The Tragedy of Hamlet. And this brings you to another table of contents within the book. Now, not all books will have this. This is just because this is a complete work and it's like many books within one book. But this is Hamlet right here. We have another, we can click, these are all hyperlinks here that we can click at to go to a certain location. So I'm going to go to Act 3, Scene 1. And you'll see it takes us to the text. And what I could do if I see something important, I can highlight it like that. And I just do that by highlighting the text, and this will automatically pop up. Okay, so we learned how to highlight. Now we're gonna learn some other features. If you double click on a word, it'll pull up a dictionary and you can read that entry. You can also highlight it or add a note, and it'll show up as that little icon. So if you scroll back to that page, it's going to automatically save and you can just click on it and see your note. So it's really good for annotating books. Another really useful feature of this Kindle app is that you can see what other people have highlighted. So for here, if you can see, it says 21 highlighters. So that probably means that this is maybe an important text. If you're reading it and you see that other people have highlighted it, that means that people have thought this was important. Now what I'm going to talk about are the different ways that you can customize your viewing experience. If you click this button, we can change font size to be bigger, smaller, words per line, and the brightness. So whatever is easier for your eyes to read, you can change. We could also change the color. So you might have an easier time reading a certain color. And then once you play with the displays, you can read in full screen, which makes it just a little easier. You could also click this button to have 2 columns, so you could read more at once. Now bookmarking is this tab. If you want to bookmark your page and say go back to the table of contents. Now, if you click on this tab on the far left, we see all of our notes, our bookmarks, and where we've highlighted. And you could change the view. You could say bookmarks only. And I see where I left off. Or you could say notes only. And this pulls up our note from before. Thank you guys for watching. If you have any questions, feel free to leave it in the comments, or you can message me or follow me on Twitter. Enjoy your reading.
Some of these days, just can't seem to get out of bed. Waking up, spider web going up in my head. I've been laying